Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Natalia, and if you're not new here, then you remember this girl, Onelia.
Hello.
She's back, and we're eating. We're very hungry today.
Very excited.
I've never done a mukbang before, and what better than to feast on than birria tacos. If you guys haven't seen on TikTok, they're all over the place, and we waited online for a whole hour to get ours. So we're just gonna dig in and we're gonna talk some shit.
Yes.
And it is what it is. So what have we got here? We have the birria.
Yeah, we have the this is the birria soup.
Yes.
Then we got the mulitas, which is like a quesadilla style.
This is like in here.
Yeah, it's like stuffed with the meat and it has cheese and veggies in there.
Yum.
And then we have the tacos.
And then I have a Jarritos, Mexican soda, and then
I got a Coke. Yeah.
And our friend Mel is here.
Hi guys. She'll be in the background.
She doesn't want to be on camera. So this is my first time eating it. Onelia loves it.
Yeah. Oh yeah, let's get your first impressions.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Dip it and
so you dip it?
Yeah.
Oh my god. Ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Wow.
That was my first reaction to it.
Mom.
Yeah. Yeah.
Holy shit.
Now you see why.
I'm like tearing out of one eye. It's so good.
Made you emotional, huh?
Dude, and it's like the one truck in Jackson Heights.
Mm-hmm.
And the line was down the block. It was insane. Oh my god.
So good. Like every time. This is like my third time having it. And every time it's like,
Oh my god.
it's so worth it.
And you would think, like, sometimes I worry with tacos when you, like, take them home.
Mm-hmm.
They always, like, get soggy. And these are a little soggy, but still amazing.
Yeah, I mean, we didn't wait that long to eat them.
Right.
Yeah.
But you feel like here, like, it's soft, but it's so good.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god. Oh, wait, I want lime. Did you put lime on yours?
No.
Onelia was literally counting down the seconds from when we got off the line.
I came on a mission. I'm like, all right, when we go home, we got to set up the table.
This is her new apartment, too. How cute is the wallpaper?
It's a good background.
It is a nice background.
Yeah.
Now you get ideas for when she finally starts her channel or her whatever she wants to do.
One day. Oh, you should show your Bad Bunny t-shirt.
Oh, yeah. I'm not even... This is the new WWE one. Oh, we're going to order you one.
Yeah, I know. I'm going to end up ordering one, too.
They have new ones, too.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's cool they let him do that.
I think that's so cool.
Yeah.
Like, he's living his childhood dream.
Yeah.
He's been a wrestling fan his whole life.
Yeah.
And here they come telling you, oh, you want to fight?
And give him a belt.
And they give him a belt.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I would have, oh my god, jumped at the chance. Mm-hmm. But
Did you see his video on SNL?
I did. Oh my god, what did you guys think about him on SNL? I like the second sketch better than the first sketch.
I only saw the local one. Local, whatever.
Oh no,
the
you didn't see the one that he did on the boat. That one was better.
No. Oh, the one with the picture. The drawing.
mm-hmm,
The drawing. I did
mm-hmm.
I did see him. Yeah.
Cute. And his English is getting so much better.
Mm-hmm.
Now that he's like doing all this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Did he break up with his girlfriend?
I don't know why.
People were saying they thought they broke up. Because they used to like post each other more.
I heard that a while ago.
You heard they broke up?
Yeah.
Wait, I want to try this. So do
Yeah.
I like cut this? Like,
Yeah, you should. It's a little harder to dip than the taco.
I'm going to have to like dip it like that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god, but there's cheese.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like this better than the taco.
Oh yeah, your first time, did you like it?
I love it.
You like it better than the taco?
Yeah, because I'm a cheese fiend.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god. So when Onelia and I were online getting, waiting for our tacos, we were trying to think of ideas of what to talk about on here.
Mm-hmm.
And it always comes back to how guys are trash. And that's it.
It's a big topic.
Coming from someone who's engaged, yeah, I found a good one, but men just find a way
No, I think it's more
to be
like
trash.
just dating is really hard.
Especially now during a pandemic.
Yeah.
You can't even like go out and do normal things that you would normally go and do.
I went on a date yesterday and it was terrible.
You did?
Yeah, I hope he doesn't watch this video.
Why was it terrible?
No, not in a way like he was disrespectful or anything. It was just like we were waiting and we went to Martha's.
Where's that?
Martha's Bakery in Forest Hills.
Oh, yeah.
And we were okay. So the girl was kind of vague in the wait times. She said it could be 20 to 30 minutes,
Mm-hmm.
and that it could be less or it could be more. So that's not very specific. But we walked around for like 25 minutes, and we came back, and he like mentioned like maybe we should like cancel the table if it's not ready when we get there.
Mm-hmm.
But like we didn't really agree on that. So when we got to the place, I saw he walked to the front and talked to the girl. And then I was like, oh, what did she say? Because I thought he was asking, like, how much longer. But he just, like, canceled the table.
What?
So then we get in line to go order in, like, for takeout. And then we see there's tables available. And you can't get back on the list because it was too late at that point. So then I'm like, okay, I guess. And then he was like, oh, how he had dinner earlier that day. He wasn't going to get anything. I was like, well, I don't want to eat by myself, so I'll just get something to drink. And then we just ended up getting hot chocolates and, like, walking around the block.
Mm-mm.
And then, like, it was funny because, like, when we got to the train, like, as we were walking, I was like, oh, I guess this is me. Like, I'm ready to go home. And he was like, oh, I mean, yeah, you can go if you want. Like, it was my fuck up or whatever. I was like, no, I was trying to be nice. Because I really would have left.
Wow. But other than that, like, how was he? Like,
Right.
outside of that moment.
Yeah, he was okay.
I was talking to someone who was telling me that she started talking to this guy, whatever, and they finally decided that they were going to hang out. And, like, he invited her to his house. And it's like, you can't be going to people's houses. Like,
As
when
a
you
first date? That's terrible.
to chill and, like, drink or whatever. And it's like, and he was, like, 27 or something. And it's like, you're 27 and you're inviting me to your place for the first time.
Yeah.
Like,
Or you mean, would that be acceptable in another age?
no, I mean, like, well, I feel like if you're a kid, that's how you think. Like, oh, like, for the first time we're
like-
hanging out, you're 16,
Like you're
17.
in middle school?
Yeah, like, you
You're
can't
like-
be 27 doing that.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
but they, yeah, like, I don't know. I hear stories like that, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, like, men can't even do the bare minimum. Like, they can't even, like, say, hey, restaurants are open now. Do you feel comfortable going to eat? And go eat.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Or like, we're in a pandemic. Why would you cancel the table? Where are we going to go? Right? Like, where's
It's
our
not like
date
you could
gonna
go to
be?
a bar. Yeah.
Yeah, where's our date going to be? And then he's like, oh, we can go sit in my car. I'm like, no.
Sit in the car.
Yeah. I'm like,
New York City men are a different breed. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah.
Like, all these southern people and these Midwestern people be meeting
They-
their college and high school sweethearts, and then they get married at 22
Yeah.
and pop out all these kids. Like, where are those men? Here.
Well, I don't want that either. But
No, but, you know, most girls just struggle to even find someone who's serious. And,
Yeah.
like, here are men taking life that seriously, that they're...
I feel like
Being
dating
committed
in
really
New York
young.
is really hard because people come here with like a certain mindset.
Yeah.
So like, oh, you know, I came here to do certain things, and they're really focused on that. And dating kind of gets in the way of that, but you still kind of have to date to meet people and not be alone.
Mm-hmm.
So it creates like this weird dynamic.
Maybe
When it comes
most
to
major
dating.
cities are like that.
Yeah,
Like LA, Miami.
I would think so. Yeah, like people going to Hollywood trying to make it. They're not trying to date people, like for real. They're
Yeah.
trying to be famous.
Mm-hmm. That's true.
So,
And people trying to be famous here, too.
exactly.
At what point do you guys follow each other on social media? Because from what I hear, a lot of people that date, like, they don't know what the other person's up to on social media, and I feel like that's so telling nowadays. Like, you really see, like, the type of people the type of person that someone could be through their Instagram or through their Facebook or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
It depends. If I meet them like on an app, then pretty much right away.
You ask them for their social media?
Yeah.
Because you DM first. I do that too, where like you
Mhm.
DM first before sharing your number.
Exactly.
Wait, like on the app?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like, oh, some guys will be like, oh, can I have your number? I'm like, actually, I'd rather like just DM. And then if we like each other, I'll give you my number. Because it's easier to just block them on Instagram than like
Oh yeah.
them having your phone number.
Can you have dogs in this building?
You're not supposed to, supposedly, but I'm getting one.
When are you getting a dog? You're planning on it
When
soon?
I can buy one. Yeah.
And what kind of dog?
I want to get a corgi.
Oh, they're so cute.
They're so cute.
They're so cute.
Yeah.
Oh, they're really cute running around here. I already see them.
Goes well with your furniture.
You know, like, oh, look at little blah, blah, blah. Nibbling at her feet. You putting your hand under the table, giving her food.
Look at little blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, I like you said it and I saw it. I was like, oh, yeah, that fits. Let's get some cookies.
Yeah.
And
Where
us.
are the cookies?
I put them over there. Hit the...
Beautiful.
You got it? We got cookies!
Yeah.
Oh my god.
We should get some wine.
Let's get some wine in us because then I'll talk more shit. I'll bring it. So the camera got cut off and we spiraled off into another conversation.
Yeah.
About Onelia's favorite, Hilaria Baldwin.
Yeah, I used to follow her and I really thought that she was Spanish. So I think that she's come out and like, first she said she wasn't going to apologize for identifying with two cultures because she feels like both cultures are part of her and everything, which fine, I guess. But I think like, she should take responsibility for misleading people. Yeah, that's what I meant. Like, I feel like it was like towards this side.
I didn't notice that it was
Yeah.
All right. So I just moved the camera because I was probably like over here. Go ahead.
Yeah. I think that she was misleading people because I really thought she was Spanish. A lot of people did. So, and I think that gave people like a false sense of identifying with her or connecting with her. So I don't know. I feel like she just wasn't transparent about who she is and where she comes from. And that's what the true issue was.
I think that like a good example of someone who did something similar was the lady like Rachel Dolezal, the one who was pretending to be black all those years.
Yeah.
And like that lady can't get a job right now. Like they see her name and they still laugh at her. They still think she's crazy.
Yeah.
But like nothing happened with Hilaria or Hillary. Like I don't know. I just feel like
keep
like
the
to
same
go
energy.
as
far as to change your name,
like
to
she's
like
crazy.
the Spanish version of your name.
She's crazy.
Cause I'm thinking like, okay, I came to the U.S. when I was 11, and I don't know, like my name is still my name, and I can.
And
say
you never
that
pretended that it wasn't.
Yeah, and I can like I speak English and I speak Spanish, and I feel like American culture is a big part of who I am.
Right.
But I don't know, like that's like me pretending going somewhere else and saying that I'm just American and then like change my name to like Ashley or something.
But like you would have way more of a space to identify as American because you literally moved here and spent, the rest of your childhood and your adult years.
She spent a lot of time in Spain, but that doesn't make her Spanish.
But she never moved there. Like that never became her life. You know what I mean? Like you moved to the U.S. and the U.S. became your life where you were forced to adapt to here.
Yeah.
She would go there on vacation with her family.
But I think she went to school over there. Like she lived there for an extended period of time.
I think at the end, towards the end,
which is why her Spanish is. I mean, she speaks Spanish like a Spaniard.
Yeah, and it's crazy how no one ever clocked her Spanish accent.
No, her Spanish is really good.
Like I've heard her say
her
like
Spanish
super short interviews though. I've never heard a long form interview.
Her Spanish is like she's from Spain. It's weird
with the accent and everything, right?
Yeah,
No list.
yeah. But if you learn Spanish in Spain, that's how you learn Spanish because like, if you look at artists like Laura Pausini, she's Italian. She speaks Italian. She was an Italian singer, but she also sings in Spanish with the Spanish accent.
Yeah.
Because that's where she learned. And a lot of European people, they learn Spanish in Spain.
Yeah.
I think Andrea Bocelli has songs in Spanish too.
Yeah.
With the Spanish accent. But anyway, I think what was misleading was her kind of like, I don't know, like just using that in her favor. She wasn't very clear of that, to have that separation of like, actually, I'm both American and
Right.
Spanish. She was just like kind of going with it when everyone thought that she was from Spain.
Yeah, but yeah, exactly that, because she was benefiting off of
Yeah.
it, and she knows that her entire career is based off of the thought that here's this immigrant woman that came here or from an immigrant family and built her life up here. And those stories, I mentioned this in my other video, those stories are inspiring. So she was getting awards, she was doing a bunch of charities, which is all great, but she's lying about who she is to begin with.
Yeah.
And taking up space from someone who that story actually belongs to. Like I mentioned before too, like people come here from other countries and change their names to sound more American because they feel like once they get looked at on a piece of paper, like they're automatically judged, which does happen. But here this chick comes, changing her name to Hilaria Baldwin and marrying Alec Baldwin, and all of a sudden she's all exotic and interesting.
She's using her white privilege
Absolutely.
to benefit from like I guess a diverse background too.
Yeah. And just the interest that surrounds
Yeah.
ethnic people and
at that she was
non-American.
like, Spanish, which is still like a privileged position.
yeah, they're still white in Spain. Like, let's be.
I watched this documentary on Amazon Prime. It's called Black in Latin America. You should watch it.
You had told me about it. Yeah, I haven't watched it.
There's like there's the first episode is on DR, and it's like how Dominicans have like this false sense of belonging to like Spain, thinking like Spain is the motherland.
Yeah.
When we're just black, but we like separate ourselves from blackness or whatever. Like we refuse to accept that we're black, and it's really true. Like there's people that are black. Like, okay, I could say like, okay, my skin is lighter, but there's people that are black and they're like, I'm not black.
Yeah.
It's weird.
It automatically just has a negative connotation.
And how they came up with like terms to like separate themselves, like indio.
Right. Like indio, so if you aren't familiar with I think that's more Caribbean because Puerto Ricans do the same thing, like India, Indio, whatever. So that would be a way to distinguish.
Indiacita.
Yeah, like you're darker skinned, but you're not black.
Yeah.
You have good hair.
Yeah.
And you're that in between color. Like
yeah,
similar, like
it's
Indian.
to separate yourself from
Yeah.
being negro.
Yeah.
You're indio, and
Yeah.
that's like a compliment. Like that's still positive to be indio or India, but if you're negro or negra, it's like no.
Right. Same with like the word trigueña. Like that word is also
that's
you're
true.
not quite black. You're like, but you're not white either. But I heard that DR is like that a lot because of Trujillo.
Yeah, he used to like so a lot of Dominicans like in Santiago, which is still known to be like the area where like a lot of lighter Dominicans are from or live. So like people from Santiago were allowed to like travel international, do business internationally because they kind of like could be the face of DR,
Right.
because they were whiter. And then like he would have the, I guess like the I don't know, like what are they called, postcards?
Yeah.
Like,
when
when you
mail
travel and you have like a postcard from like wherever you travel to.
something. Okay.
Yeah, like with the pictures,
Yeah.
he would only like let like light skinned people on those things.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so like on things that had to do with travel and like attracting tourism, it would always be like lighter people that would be the face of that.
And wasn't he part Haitian?
He was part Haitian, and he would wear like powder, like white powder on his face to make his face whiter, and like blush so that he would appear like
That's such an interesting conversation too, like
Yeah.
about Haiti and Dominican Republic and where they stand, because there's so much hatred, I feel like, between the both. That may be a little bit strong of a word, but you see like they're
there's an animosity that exists,
Right.
and I've met Haitian people, and they're always kind of like defensive when meeting me because of how Dominicans treat Haitians, and I understand it. I understand it completely, and why shouldn't they be angry? I feel like Dominicans really do, even though, even if I don't, but yeah, my people do. And it's really unfair. But what I saw in the documentary too, one of the things that really divide Haiti and DR is that Haiti embraces their blackness. They have so many roots still, like a lot of their culture is based on like African traditions. They still practice voodoo. They still do all those things that are connected to Africa.
Even Creole being part of French, and French is the dialect in a lot of Africa.
But then DR is like, everything is negating that blackness. So they like want nothing to do with Haiti and those people and what they're doing. So
it's really sad because, you know, that's something that happened so long ago, similar to obviously racism here. Like, it happened so long ago, and each generation, like, it just continues on. And you see in DR, the last time I went to DR, I met so many Haitians, like the guys walking the beach, selling stuff, some of the workers there, and they speak fluent Spanish. They're like very respectful of the culture and everything, yet they are looked down upon just because they're from across the river. And it's literally like a river, like
a tiny river.
Like you
can walk across
you
it.
Can walk?
I think you can,
Like, come on.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's just really sad. And you know, you just hope that you can just continue to teach your kids not to hate any other person just because of their skin color.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, I remember like growing up in DR, people would tell me like, oh, you know, when you see a Haitian, don't talk to them, don't look them in the eye because they're the devil, type of thing. Because of the voodoo thing. But yeah, I mean, looking at it now, I'm like, that's horrible to tell a kid that. And then you grow up thinking that, and if you don't really go outside of yourself to question it, you could believe it eventually.
Yeah, like your mindset probably would have been different if, one, you didn't like think for yourself, but even your experience coming here and being in a much more diverse neighborhood, or also what could have changed your mind if you did like strongly think that way. You moved to a state that there aren't a lot of Dominicans. Like, you were the minority really there. So you kind of get that, like, reverse experience. Yeah. But that's why, honestly, like, I don't know, America, I feel like, is such a different animal because, not even America. I should say, like, most major cities.
Okay.
Most major cities, because you have people in the middle of the country that never see black people. I was I was watching something that was talking about Montana, and the African American rate in Montana is like 3% or something ridiculous.
In the whole state?
In the whole state.
Wow.
So like, those people don't see black people on a regular basis. So they come here and they see blacks, they see Asians, they see Hispanics, they see everything. It's a shock to them. But that's why everyone needs to just branch out of their own bubble, because
no, the rest of the U.S. is like not at all. Like, I feel like who is in a bubble is people like in New York and people in LA who do get to see all these things, but they don't really get to see the U.S. like major part of the U.S.
That's why it's so hard for people to believe that it's still like that.
Yeah.
In a lot of places.
Yeah, I mean, where I grew up, it was like that. It was just, I was like the only kid that didn't speak English in the whole school. Where like in New York, you would just be one of the many. Like,
they have a special class for you, but you're not alone at all in that.
Yeah.
And that's New York City, because there are parts upstate New York that are very like
upstate
whitewashed. No. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thanks, Onelia, for coming back to my channel. Next time we'll get Mel's ass over here, who's sitting here. Yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching. We'll see you guys next time. Bye.